Okay, so it will have been 3 months, August, September, yeah, 3 months since I've been living here in Jakarta, Indonesia. Uh, so I just wanted to check in and let everyone know how I've been doing. I don't know if you've been able to watch the Survivor videos on our YouTube channel, but it documents my first 4 weeks here, and it was just absolute chaos and craziness and drama, and just it was kind of scary at different points, but I persevered. Everything's fine, and I'm better for it, and I'm in a completely different situation. I mean, really, all of this kind of resolved itself maybe the first month I was here. So after the Survivor video, or after that situation, and the video outlines everything, I did go to Bali. I'll be uploading that trip. I have a lot of pictures. I've started uploading pictures on the website, and I have more blogs and video footage and everything to go through. But I've just been really busy, and I haven't had a chance to kind of edit and get everything uploaded. But it is coming. And so then after I got back from Bali, I started teaching at a new place. So everything's been going fine. Ever since then, it'll be about a month and a half, and this week. And ever since then, I've just been doing my best to establish a schedule and get to the groove of things and stay sane because Jakarta is a crazy city. I mean, it's the fourth largest city in the world. There's 9 million people in this city. So I was in the Bay Area, which has maybe a little over 1 million or so people. So this is a complete change. So it's like concrete jungle, there's not much nature here. It's very busy, the traffic is horrendous. And so just kind of allowing myself to get used to the place. And it's funny because, I've done a lot of overseas traveling, although I've never lived overseas longer than 3 months. I lived in London for 3 months, and I lived in Cape Town, South Africa for 3 months. But this is the first time that I'll be somewhere for a longer period of time. And it's funny because I really don't think I wanted to admit how much I was, and still am in some regards, experiencing culture shock. I know it sounds crazy, but it's funny because just the other day, I was walking home and I was thinking, I think I'm experiencing culture shock. Like, I'm the last to know. So anyway, I'm still feeling everything out. I have been a little bit hesitant to make some videos because I just feel like there's so much I don't know, but at the same time, I can't keep waiting and waiting to share my insight and assessments and things like that. And plus, whatever, it's my experience. My experience is my experience. It's unique to me. So I just need to just go ahead and start, sharing things I've experienced out here. So yeah, let's see. There's Indonesia, the country, and then there's Jakarta, and then there's Bali. Those are some probably the most, famous cities that you hear of, but I really don't know exactly yet what to say about the country in general, because Jakarta is a big city. It's metropolitan. It's very Western in a sense. There's a lot of big malls here. There's a lot of Western culture. I mean, the Kardashians are on here. Honey Boo Boo. What else? Law and Order, SVU. You see people walking around like this girl today. She had her ball cap cocked to the side and some sneakers and some chain. So it's very interesting, this hip hop culture, pop culture that you see. I mean, it's not everyone and everything, but you see it. So there's definitely this embracing of pop culture, or American culture, and just Western culture. They're really into football, and so you'll see a lot of people wearing Manchester United jerseys, and I forgot the other. Is it Real? It was a team in Madrid, I think. So yeah, so it's kind of interesting. It's this Asian feel, yet this Western European feel as well. And then Jakarta is really, it's a big city, very similar to New York City, things like that. So there's that urban city feel of survival, kind of people will cheat you, and people are trying to get over on you, especially being an expat and being a foreigner. So from the taxi cab drivers to, just people that you meet on the street. I mean, for the most part, Indonesians are very nice people. I mean, they're very nice. They smile, they don't really raise their voice. They're not aggressive, in at least towards foreigners, or my experience. And they're very helpful, a lot of times when you do ask for information. But yet, at the same time, yeah, you do have to keep your wits about you, because when people know that you're not from this country, and I mean, it's obvious I'm not, yeah, people will try and cheat you. Like, for instance, you might go somewhere and they will, you'll pay for something, and maybe like the person won't give you change, unless you say something. And then sometimes even if you do say something, they try and act like they don't know what you're talking about, or like, and everything. So, and then you kind of have to make a judgment call. Are you going to like try and fight them on this change, or just be like, whatever. I mean, it may not be good to let that happen all the time and like walk away from it, but at the same time, you just kind of have to choose, pick and choose your battles, I feel. That's just my opinion. But, there's ways to address that, everything. I'm gonna see if I can find the currency. So pretty much they have, I don't have one with me. I'll show you in another video. The highest bill is 100,000 rupiah. So, which is the equivalent of 10 US dollars. So if you have a $100,000 rupiah, and you have maybe what you're paying is 20,000 rupiah, people will act like they don't have change. Most of the taxi drivers. So the way I handle that is I carry a smaller wallet with a bunch of small bills, so they can't really say anything. And then if they do try and pull that, then you make them wait and you go get change, or they're just going to take what you have, and may have to get shorted, because it's a silly game, and they do it all the time. So, things like that you have to kind of get used to. I teach about 8 classes a week. 7 of them I teach twice a week. So I'm pretty busy, and I just do my best to show up and serve the students and give them a good class, and they're paying for it. It's not like a traditional school. It's like an after school English school, so they're paying for a good a good English teacher in class. So I just try and show up, be present, and give them a good class. And I've been doing my best to learn a little bit of the language. And I know a few words here and there. Thank you is terima kasih. They have like this sing-songy voice, an accent. I haven't really quite mastered it yet, but so I'm picking up the language a little bit. I haven't really sat down and formally studied the language. It's like another goal of mine, but as you live somewhere, you kind of pick up the phrases that you need to know, and in the context of when to use them and things like that. And it's right now I've been more focused on just when I do have time is to go to Bali. Like, I'll go to Bali for the holidays, and then I've been able to take some side trips to other countries, which I'll talk about in another video. So that's kind of been my focus so far, and will be my focus for the rest of the year. And then I think after I kind of know a little bit more of the language and understand the culture a little bit more, then I can start traveling maybe within Indonesia a little bit more. So I've just been doing my best to exercise, stay healthy, do my job, do my work, keep up my best with the website and our Facebook group and everything, and network. I do belong to a networking community made up of expats from around the world. So I go to their monthly events, and I've actually met some cool people through there. And so that's kind of just been my focus, and just kind of really understanding what the hell is going on most of the time. Because there's some bizarre things I've seen so far. So I'm going to break it down in all these videos, but I just wanted to give you an update to let you know I'm alive and well, and kicking off this adventure as best as I can. So please join me, my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, and you can always go to the website for all social media, blogs, videos, photos, etc. mauangels.com. Peace.